Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been following the Browns this season, you know that things are heating up in Cleveland. The team under head coach Kevin Stefanski has been showing resilience and a clear desire to take that next step toward genuine Super Bowl contention. But what's really caught everyone's attention recently isn't just the usual off-season buzz. It's a major update that could have ripple effects across the AFC North and potentially the entire league. And trust me, this is one of those stories that could redefine the division and change the landscape for years to come. Let's rewind a bit and look at how Cleveland has been shaping up this season. The Browns entered the year with high expectations. After falling just short last year, many fans and analysts believed that Cleveland had assembled a roster capable of making a serious splash in the postseason. The defense, led by stars like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward, has been stout, while the offense, powered by quarterback Deshaun Watson, has shown flashes of potential. But as we all know, football is a game of inches, and sometimes the little things make the biggest difference. Now, one of the key storylines this offseason has been the addition of promising young quarterback Shedeur Sanders, son of legendary Deion Sanders. Shedeur, who made a name for himself in college football at Jackson State and then Colorado, has been garnering attention for his arm talent, football IQ, and leadership qualities. Many Browns fans have been eagerly watching his development, curious to see if he could be a future star in the NFL. And the latest update from Cleveland's coaching staff, especially from head coach Kevin Stefanski, indicates that Shedeur's progress is more than just hype, it's real, and it's happening faster than many anticipated. In recent OTAs and minicamp sessions, Stefanski has been openly praising Shedeur's work ethic, his ability to grasp complex playbooks, and his poise under pressure. This isn't just coach speak. It's a clear signal that the Browns are seriously considering how Shedeur could fit into their long-term plans. The coaching staff sees him as a potential developmental project, but also as someone with the tools to compete and maybe even start sooner rather than later. This is huge news for Browns fans because it hints at a future where Cleveland could have a dual-threat quarterback situation, Deshaun Watson, who is already established, and Shedeur, who's rising fast. But here's where it gets really interesting. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and the AFC North has become one of the most competitive divisions in football. The Bengals with Joe Burrow have been dominant at times, and the Ravens with Lamar Jackson are always a threat because of their dynamic offense and strong defense. The Steelers under Mike Tomlin are never out of the picture either. So for Cleveland to make its move, the team needs to be strategic, innovative, and ready to capitalize on emerging talent like Shedeur Sanders. Now the big question is, what does this mean for the Browns' immediate future? Well, if Shedeur continues to develop at the pace he's showing now, it could mean a few things. First, Cleveland might be positioning itself to have a contingency plan if Deshaun Watson's performance dips or if injuries strike. Having a talented young quarterback waiting in the wings would be a game changer, giving the Browns flexibility and a competitive edge. Secondly, it could influence how the team approaches this season, whether they lean more on their running game, their solid defense, or start integrating Shedeur into the rotation sooner than expected to keep defenses guessing. And let's not forget the division implications. If Shedeur Sanders proves to be the real deal, it could put pressure on the Bengals and Ravens to elevate their game even further. The AFC North is already known for its physicality and competitive spirit, but with Cleveland potentially adding a new dynamic at quarterback, the division could see a real shake-up. This could lead to more intense rivalries, playoff positioning battles, and a heightened sense of urgency across all four teams. But what about the fans? As Cleveland Browns supporters, you know how passionate and resilient this fan base is. The past few seasons have been a roller coaster with high hopes followed by tough setbacks. But there's a renewed sense of optimism now, especially with young talent like Shedeur Sanders making waves. It's not just about the immediate success, it's about building a team that can sustain excellence over multiple seasons. That's the challenge for Kevin Stefanski and his staff, developing that young quarterback, integrating him into the system, and making sure the team is ready to compete at the highest level. Looking at the bigger picture, Cleveland's roster is deep and talented, especially on defense. Myles Garrett remains one of the most feared pass rushers in the league, and Denzel Ward's shutdown ability at cornerback provides stability. The offensive line has been solid, giving Deshaun Watson time to operate, and the running game, with Nick Chubb's former contributions still echoing, remains one of the best in the league when healthy. But with the NFL evolving into a quarterback-centric league, teams that develop young signal callers successfully often find themselves on a path towards sustained success. And speaking of Deshaun Watson, he's still the established leader of this team. His experience, leadership, and talent are undeniable. But the pressure is always there to perform at a high level, especially considering the expectations Cleveland fans have. If Shedeur Sanders continues to develop, it could create a healthy competition that pushes everyone to elevate their game. That kind of environment is exactly what a team needs to thrive in the NFL's competitive landscape. Now, let's talk about some statistics and recent performances. Last season, Cleveland's defense was among the league's top in points allowed and sacks, thanks largely to Garrett's disruptive presence and a cohesive secondary. Offensively, although the team had moments of brilliance, inconsistency at quarterback hampered their ability to truly dominate. That's why the potential emergence of Shedeur as a future star is so exciting. It offers a new dimension to the offense and could help Cleveland become more unpredictable for opponents. Looking ahead to this season, expectations are high but measured. Browns fans know how quickly things can change in the NFL. A couple of key injuries or a streak of close games can make or break a season. But with the news about Shedeur Sanders' progress, there's a renewed sense of hope that Cleveland could be building towards something special. The coaching staff's focus on player development, combined with the team's talent and the division's competitiveness, makes this an intriguing year for Browns fans. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this update about Shedeur Sanders? Do you believe he's ready to make an impact sooner rather than later? How do you see him fitting into the team's plans? Are you excited about the potential for a quarterback competition that could elevate the entire roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. Remember, the Browns have a passionate fan base that's always hungry for success, and it's this kind of energy that fuels the team's drive. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and deep dives into the Cleveland Browns. Whether it's roster moves, game analysis, or draft prospects, I'll keep you informed and engaged. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep supporting the Browns through thick and thin. With every report, every game, and every victory, we're all part of this journey together. Thanks for being here, Browns fans. Your loyalty and enthusiasm make all the difference. Until next time, keep the faith, and as always, go Browns. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.